On my Instagram?
Mine hasn't gone up yet. Hang on. Give it a second. Come on, Instagram. Come on.
I said it's not connect, connecting.
It's saying sending data. Let's see if it works today. Oh,
You're going?
still the same. Okay. I'm going to open up Instagram incognito. Let's see.
Are you gonna go live? Oh, we're on here on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Every
get.
have a different, a
We're gonna
different.
get this. We're gonna get this one day.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I don't know my Instagram password. So.
Oh yeah, I see it. Hello everyone. We're just trying to figure this out again this week, so just bear with us. But in the meantime, if anyone's on, we're talking about the vagus nerve. So if you have any question, just pop it in. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah. I'm just trying to set it up.
Okay. If you have any question, just pop it in. Okay, let me turn this down. Perfect. That's crazy to me.
Mm, nope. Still the same.
So do you want to go? The last time we had tried the phone, it was echoing, right? If
Yeah.
you want to do it here, okay. Hmm.
We'll just stay
Here.
um, on just Facebook today.
We'll figure it out.
I think we stay on Facebook today. It's strange because I did test it out and it was working, and now it's crap.
Yeah. Let me try.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Did
happening.
we have did it give us an option for stream URL, or what did it only give us the option for stream key?
There's a stream URL.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, we're just going to stick to Facebook today.
Mhm.
We will have to figure out a different software to use for this. Yeah, it doesn't like this. Not in. Mm, okay, this is not working. It doesn't like it. Okay. Why am I echoing?
I don't know. Why are you echoing?
Because you're not echoing.
No, I'm not.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's get this going.
Let's just get out of here then.
Try. We try to be on both platforms,
Why,
but it's not happening. So
why can't I find my why can't I why can't I find you now? Like I put you on incognito and you're gone. Like I can hear you. Like are you there?
yeah.
Oh, there you are. Freaking hell. Like listen,
Yeah,
technology.
this is what happens when old folks are trying to use technology. I'm just saying.
Stop it.
We, we over 40s and yeah, we just struggle with this stuff.
Oh, crazy. I love it. Mechanical lie. At least we're trying. Yeah, it's still saying offline. Oh, well. Let's just,
But I'm not even seeing you. I'm not seeing that you're live on Facebook.
you, I'm looking at us right now.
Oh,
I
oh
mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
look. See?
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Let's get started. Enough wasting trying to figure out technology. Technology is not our friend, and that's okay.
You know, it is our friend. And
Uh,
we're just going to figure out another time because everybody, I know of one person who is in vacation mode and not calling any names.
how I regulate my own nervous system.
That's right. Vacation, vacation, vacation.
Yeah.
So I know, I guess a lot of persons we're going to be watching this on the replay because no one is on live now. But essentially, we are the Evolved Woman Unfiltered. Myself and Miss Joan decided that listen, we are so evolved and walking with our heads up and chest out, and we're doing our thing, and decided to come together. This week's episode, we're going to be talking about regulating your nervous system or your vagus nerve, what it is, and how it is showing up in your life, your everyday life. But before we jump into that, Miss Joan, what's good? Well, how was your day?
I'm in my mind. I'm on vacation, but my body's here. So if I'm not as excited as I usually am, high energy, just know that my body is ready for regulation, aka vacation.
But that's okay. By the time we start, we're gonna switch gear on you. We're gonna switch gears, and then we're gonna have you be in that moment of closing your eyes and envision you on the plane, and there's somewhere nice and warm with a cocktail in your hand.
Let's go straight to the beach. I don't know.
I know I'm a beach girl as well. I'm a beach girl as well.
I don't want to deal with the airports or the plane. Let's just get to the beach.
That's the beach.
Real sunshine.
Okay. One of the reasons why I feel that this is such a dear subject or subject matter that we need to touch on is we are just walking around and having this "woe me, oh my" type of thing, and it's caused by the vagus nerve. So essentially, when the vagus nerve started in the creation from the beginning of Earth, it was put there for persons who were living in the wild. It was like a mechanism to sense when danger is coming, like real life dangers, animals, anybody that's attacking them. So that's what it was there for. But along the line, it's so ingrained in us now. So even if there is not real danger in terms of animals or somebody trying to kick you, your nervous system just kick in, right? And so it's still trying to protect you. It's still looking out for physical danger, although there's no physical danger there. So essentially, what it is just a bunch of Wi-Fi, literally all over your body, and it's there to protect you in every form or any form. It's just like let's say somebody who was in an abusive relationship, right? So they're always either jumping or, just trying to protect themselves or trying to appease that person, not to cause an argument. You know what I mean? So their vagus nerve is just always on top, always, trying to protect them in whatever way. So now they're in a new relationship, and although this person is loving and caring, their nervous system is on whack and look out anyways, because the vagus nerve recognizes that, listen, so X, Y, and Z is in danger because I feel her heart rate going fast, or I can sense that there's something, let me protect her, right? But it's protecting her so much so that it becomes a norm. So now you're attracting the same kind of people in your life.
Mhm.
Your heart rates is elevated all the time. The sound of a door slamming, trust is also an issue. So it becomes so much so that it started now because it's working overtime now. It start damaging your cells. There's a lot of breast cancer coming out because all it's using is literally using all these organs to protect you. And that's essentially what the whole nervous system is. It's literally your brain and your gut and all these Wi-Fi signals all over the place. And listen, you know heart rate, so your brain, your gut, your heart rate. So essentially that's what it is. It's like it's a protective mechanism. Your fight, your flight, your foe. You know what I mean? It teaches you how to protect yourself. Although, as I mentioned earlier, although there's no imminent danger, right? What else can I tell you about? So there are so many different ways and I've been doing a bunch of research too, how people are trying to regulate their nervous system. And one of the biggest ones is just literally breathing, learning how to breathe, the breathing techniques. But I can't sit here and say I'm going to breathe in and out, breathe in and out. But at the same time, my mind is saying danger, danger, danger. So no matter of tapping or breathing or movement, and if your brain is still saying danger, 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 it's not clicking. You know what I mean? Because I see people, even as you meditate a lot, you're meditating, you wonder why there's nothing happening, because your brain and your body is saying something totally different. It's not aligned. There's still in your mind's eye that there's danger. I'm uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So you're not in a place of be. You're in a place of still confusion. So your body doesn't recognize that the body's going to still be acting as danger, like imminent danger, 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 danger is coming, because in your mind's eye, there's danger regardless. So what we need to do is learn how to regulate your vagus nerve in saying, you know what, I'm okay. I'm calm. Joan is here to love me. Joan is here to protect me. I can trust Joan. But if you and I are friends and I still have it in the back of my mind, oh, she's only talking to me because she wants something, or da 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 da. So that was going to always be elevated. And the crazy thing about it is you can't love and trust someone if you don't love and trust yourself. And so essentially that's how it is. So the minute you started looking after this vessel, everything becomes easier.
Mhm.
I know I said a lot, but that's
Yeah.
that,
Well,
that's really high level what it is.
this is your wheelhouse. Like I can speak from my own personal experience where I was always kind of hyper. Like I always felt like something was about to go wrong. Like I was always anticipating some danger, even when there was no danger. And again, this is from all the trauma and all the experiences and whatever else is going on in my mind. And this was way before I learned about the mind body connection. Well, there's mind, body, and spirit, but today is really, we're just talking about mind and body. And the more I would read, and I was reading books like The Body Keeps the Score and yada yada yada, I was like, okay, holy shit. Like I'm always feeling, when something good happens, and you're just like, okay,
Something we have.
you're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Exactly.
Constant state of anxiety, ready to fight or flight.
Exactly.
Those were my default responses. Like, is it let's go?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a wall? And
Mm-hmm.
I think, about a year ago, or maybe a little bit longer than that, I got into EMDR. And what really drove me to EMDR was because prior to EMDR, I was doing like talk therapy and even like tapping, EFT tapping. I had
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
breath work. But I found that it wasn't really like I was still feeling the same way I was feeling on the inside. Something was still not connecting, like you were saying. And so through EMDR, like I was like the whole purpose of EMDR is to take those memories that you have and now reframe and rewire it while you're in a calm state.
Mm-hmm.
The body understands that even though things may come up, there's a way to still calm the body and not jump into the stress response, which is fight or flight or fawn. So that was my experience, and I was holy cow! Like I didn't even know. I just wondered why I was always anxious. I thought it was normal. I thought as an adult, it's just part of adulting where you're constantly hoping for the worst. And like you said, it's harder to trust people. It's harder to be open. It's harder to feel safe. And so we kind of look outward for somebody to give you that safety, right? For somebody to make you, but no, it's on you to work on your own nervous system
Absolutely.
so that you feel safe within yourself. And part
Absolutely.
of the biggest part, a part of the lessons that I've learned is that when someone said to me, feel your body, I was like, how? Like, feel your body, like, be in your body, like, scan your body. I was like, scan it? How? Like, what do you mean, scan? Like, how? Because I never connected to my body. It's just constantly in my mind. And so it was like, just take that consciousness or whatever, just that focus and just go and just feel your body. And I was like, wow, I can actually feel my body from the inside. And it was all
Hmm.
it was all like, holy cow, there's tension everywhere.
Hmm.
Through my EMDR work, I really started learning about regulating my nervous system and kind of understanding, okay, the nervous, and that's something I want us to touch on. Like, regulating your nervous system doesn't mean bypassing. It doesn't mean not feeling the emotions, because that could just be another whole problem. It just dissociation, I think, is what it's called.
Hmm.
It's about when it shows up, what do you do,
Hmm.
right? Are you able to sit in it, let the emotions go through you, and not be closed off?
Yeah. So it's funny, like when we do have these conversations with people who has gone through very traumatic experiences or traumatic childhood in whatever form, and you said to them, we have to deal with the things that is detrimental to our spirit. We have to deal with it. We can't overlook it. We can't step over it. We can't put it under the rug and pretend it doesn't exist. And their first response was, it was so painful. I do not want to revisit this. Right. So you have two options: revisit it, burn it and get rid of it, and start anew. Right? So, and I mean, I can say anything. You're gonna say I can say anything, but honestly, we all have been there, and it's not an easy fate. It's very hard. It's emotional. You know what I mean? But as you said earlier, we can't just pretend it didn't happen. It happened. Your experience is your experience, and nobody can come around and dumb or dull your experience because it's your experience, right? So but at the end of the day, we always have to deal with it. And you mentioned also that it's constantly in our head. We are constantly in our head, right? So for me, and I've talked about this all the time, in order for us to go anywhere, we have to go inside first. And when I say inside first, I mean inside your body. We have to deal with it, right? So I always tell people we have two brains: is this brain and your gut brain. And all your intuitions and your mind stuff is here. Like when you think about it, just because you're feeling that it's coming from here, is it really coming from here? Is it all the cells are speaking all over your body?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, in order for us to go forward, we have to definitely go backwards. We have to reframe. We have to literally believe that there is better for us. Because if we always think, oh me, oh my, of course this is going to happen. You talked about, something good happen. You're always looking for something bad. And we, as Caribbean, I'm not sure your culture, but they said three always happen. If three bad things
Oh
always
yeah, yes,
happen,
yes, 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 yes.
but the minute I said to myself, and I said, no, man, that's not going to be my story. Never be my story. And the minute I reframe and pivoted and start changing a lot of things, it was never my story.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So we absolutely have to learn. In order for us to go forward, we have to deal with the past.
Yeah.
Because, as I mentioned earlier, we can't love someone if we don't know how to love ourselves. And what does that look like? What does that look like? Why am I constantly attracting the same person? Why am I, why people are always saying no to me? Why, when I look into the mirror, I am so uncomfortable? What about me that's dispelling people from around me? Why can't I have friends? I am 40 years old. I'm 50 years old. All women don't want to be my friend. Those are just some bloody stories that keep repeating this stuff because you believe so. We talked about this too, Joan, when you talk about that you don't subscribe to oh me, oh my's. And I find that a lot of people are subscribed to this. The
Hmm.
me, oh my, and the feeling sorry for.
Yeah.
But so there's no way that we're going to regulate our nervous system if that's our core belief. It's just like menopause. When I teach people, when you're going through menopause, Joan, whatever issues you're going through before menopause, when you get to menopause, it heightens
Oh wow.
because your nervous system is still trying to protect you.
Yeah.
And everybody's journey in menopause is different. I see people talking about, oh, menopause, the heat, the dry vagina, the itchy skin, the brain fog, da 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 da. And then you have the army, me too, because people like to feel sorry for each other and they get hyped on it. But if I come and says, it's not that bad. Yeah, you do get to sweat, you do get irritable sometimes, but I'm not feeding into that shit. I'm not feeding into it. I had my sweats for maybe a year, not anymore because I was working on my emotions and my regulating my vagus nerve before I even realized this is what I was doing. So by the time I got to menopause, it wasn't tremendous. It wasn't crazy. It was okay. I am not. I cannot be. I'll be a hypocrite if I go on the jumping one bag and said, "Me too." You know what I mean? If you're very stressful for menopause, guaranteed your menopause is going to heighten even more so.
Mm.
Because remember, your vagus nerve, your nervous system is here to protect you. So no, your body is switching and changing, but the nervous system is saying, what the hell is going on? Like,
Honestly,
what I mean? What's going on? I have to work overtime. Oh my God, she's sweating, she's stretching. You know what I mean? It's just like PMS.
yeah.
So that's what it is. It's like it's trying to protect you. It's
Mhm.
going to protect you so much so that it might even start turning into diseases because it's trying to protect you. This over time, it's there for a reason, but not for overworking. But what's happening is we're overworking because of the stresses of what we are in right now. The divorces, you're growing older, you're still single, you're still living with your parents, or you're living in a basement, or you have a mediocre job versus you said, "Oh, I'm alive, I'm good." You know what I mean? But there again, there's leaning back into this place of this is not what I wanted for my life. But guess what's going to happen? Because you're starting to feel sorry for yourself, you're going to cut. You're going to be in that life because that's the life you're creating right now.
Mhm.
Again, I'm going to go back. The vagus nerve, the nervous system is here to help you, not to take over your body. But that's exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah. And like social media, I think nervous system regulation is the new buzzword. And it was like, oh, you need to regulate your nervous system. You need to regulate your nervous system.
But
Like,
people are saying, what does that mean though to them?
yeah. And before I did EMDR, if you had asked me, to be honest, because I've been on this journey, like if you had asked me, I'll be like I'm healed, I'm good. I've dealt with all my trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was doing breath work, I was doing somatic healing, I was doing
Mm-hmm.
EFT, I was tapping, like I was meditating every day.
Yep.
I was doing the things. I was reading the books. But deep down in, I wasn't even connected to my, but forget even regulating the,
It
I was,
feels good. It looks good doing all of that, right? It feels good doing all of that. Yes.
I'm telling you, the first time
Mm-hmm.
my EMDR therapist said to me, where do you feel it? I was like, where do I
Mm-hmm.
feel what? I'm like, it's in my head. She said, it's not in your head. Like, scan your body and tell me where it's located. And I was just like, body, how do you get to your body? Like,
It wasn't clicking.
it's sleeping. And this is me doing years of all of this lovely practices. And it's not that they don't work, right? But you have to be sure that you're not just doing the practices. And it's kind of like the same thing with affirmations. Like you can affirm from now
That's
till
what I'm saying. That's
two in
exactly what I'm
the day,
saying.
Doesn't matter.
If you're just doing it just to do it, it's not work. It won't work.
It doesn't really work. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
be present in your body. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a nervous system expert, but I know that it's all connected to your body.
Absolutely.
Got to be present in your body. You have to know where you're feeling it. You have to know when you're triggered or when you're activated. What do you do?
Exactly.
My biggest, what really drove me to EMDR was my relationship. I was never a shutdown for days kind of person. I just wasn't that person. Like when people say, "Oh, I shut down," I'm like, "I don't do that." But with this person, he would say one word. He would start to see it how he's like, Joan, you're about to shut down. My mind is saying, Joan, you're about to shut down. But I didn't have the tools to stay open. And so I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna shut. I really don't want to shut down, but what am I gonna do? And I could just feeling myself being activated and it's like boom, stone wall. And he's just like,
And he would tell you this
yes, he always knew when it was about to happen.
because he pays attention.
Yeah. So he would trigger me. And not that he was saying anything that was massive,
Yeah.
but there was just, and it took us a while to find out what it was that was triggering me. But it's just a very simple word. I didn't know I hated that word. You should do this. I'm like, I should not. um, so I'll shut down. And then in the shutdown, which is always weird, I used to have an out of body experience because now I know I'm shut down. So I'm like a little child who is now locked in this cage. I know I'm in this cage. And then the bigger me is saying, okay, we need to get out of this cage. I don't know, where are the keys? I don't know how to get out. So I'm there on my own, like, swelling up. And I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Ventilating.
But I
Yes.
didn't have the tools to come out of it. And some days it will take like an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes it'll take 2 days. Right. And he'll look at me and he'll be like, holy shit, I can't believe it. You're still. And then sometimes he'll be like, I'm already come on. It's not that. And the moment he says that, boom, I'm back in it again. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, how
How
long?
dare you? How dare you?
And I was like, what is this? I'm not used to this. What is this? I'm not a shutdown kind of person. And so I knew I needed help. I knew all the meditating I was doing, it wasn't doing. I knew that the tapping wasn't working. Right. I was doing the act, I was doing the physical, whatever, but something was missing. Right. And it was
Mhm.
only when we discovered what the problem was, which was that statement, you should do this. And then we tried the whole breather. I was like, no, this is not working. This goes back to a past trauma that I haven't dealt with. And it was
Absolutely.
only through my EMDR that I was able to finally go. And I was like, oh, okay. So now it doesn't matter how you trigger me. Well, maybe I haven't dated another Italian that tells me you should. But now, I think I have enough tools that even when I'm activated, I'm able to still stay open and not be as reactive.
But that's the thing, though. This is the thing about healing and doing the work, whatever work that is. You talked about EMDR.
Yeah.
uh, It's about being present. It's about presence. It's just like in order for us to do anything, we can't stay in our head. It can't be in our head. We actually have to do it. Then it gets better, right? It's like I tell you, healing cannot. You can't heal by just thinking about it. It's in the doing. It's about doing and recognizing certain things. So first and foremost, if you don't acknowledge that there is something wrong or that you need work, it's gonna continue. So you got triggered when Mr. Italian said this because you're like the whole shutdown. But at least you acknowledge that there's something wrong, and you're tapping on all that wasn't working at the time. But then when you recognize it, you recognize that, so you know what, we have lots of work. Isn't when you went away the other day, you think, oh, I'm healed, or I'm on the road, until you went away and you did another session. It's like, holy crap. You know what I mean?
And then
Because
people and like seriously, like, what do I have to do? Like, come on.
right? Listen, we all have work to do until the day we transition this world. We'll be lying to tell you so we're perfect. Absolutely not. But what we can tell you is that we're doing the work on ourselves. So we recognize it and we're acknowledging that, you know what? We're at a better place, because if you had talked to me 5 or 6 years ago, you know what I mean?
My black
But
woman.
nothing triggers me. I haven't found anything that triggers me
Mhm.
If somebody said something to me, or if somebody cut me off on the road and cussing, like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I saw you. You saw me. No accidents. From good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel that we have to reach that place. Not allowing our egos to lead us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is where we are. And if you can say out loud, why am I attracting the same people and over and over and over again? This is when you start have to look within, because it's a you problem. It's a you.
Always a you problem, right? You
Yes.
just play the victim because people will piss you off. But when you understand that they're just mirrors of you,
Mm-hmm.
what about them, right? The pissing off is to trigger a part of you that you've not healed from, an
Absolutely.
unhealed part of you. Right? And
Absolutely.
that's why you will see someone be in a relationship with someone, they'll be like, narcissist, demon, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then that same person will be in a relationship with another person. And like, oh my God, he's the most amazing human. He's so soft. He's so, and you're like, huh? Like, how is that even possible? Right?
Because
Because
that's not the person I had. Mm-hmm.
people, by design, will trigger different unhealed parts of you. It's
Absolutely.
perfect design. You will attract the right person to trigger the parts of you that you haven't healed from. So just complete the class. Like, stop postponing it. Stop saying, "Oh, this person triggers me, so they're not for me." No, no, no. Take the class. Trigger me. Let me go heal from
Again, trigger me. Let's see how far trigger you. Yeah.
the curriculum, because you cannot avoid the healing, right? Whether it's person intimate relationships, whether it's work relationships, whether it's with your siblings, it doesn't matter. It will show up.
Relationship.
Intimate relationships are like the hospital for the soul. Like, it will trigger the shit out of you, right? So the sooner you start working on this, the sooner you like, if I had any advice, it's honestly like, feel your body from the inside. Like, if you've never done a real body scan, and you might be like me, because the first time I was like, how? What do you mean I should touch my no? Feel, I'm like, how? Feel,
So yeah,
how?
yeah. Just
Like,
look.
there's no way. What do you mean feel the body from the inside, right?
And you know what's another thing, Joan, and I'm sure you must have learned this on your journey as well. A lot of persons cannot quiet their mind for at least 5 minutes. No thought, no nothing. Like, quiet your mind. I remember I went on a retreat. That was the hardest thing for me. He started with a minute, like no thoughts, just be. And that's like one of the hardest thing for us, because our mind runs a million. I don't want to lie. The amount of thoughts that run through our brains, hundreds, thousands,
Hundreds,
they
thousands
running through our brains for the silliest things, even something that happened 10 years ago. She said, that happened to me, and why didn't I respond this way? Or I remember, you know what I mean? Like the thoughts that is running through your mind. But so if you can get to the point to just be,
yeah.
you know, no mind, no where, just be. It's you alone, it's you and your thoughts, it's you and your healing. It's just you. And I find that persons do not know how to do that. They don't know how to be quiet.
Because
It's
it's
always
scary.
distraction. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's scary.
Of course it is. You
Because
know what time I
that's
relived my marriage? You know what time me relive my marriage? Used to, not anymore, because I've done the work. You know what time me make dog me I'm scared of dogs. And then you know how much time I relive a dog chasing me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it is very scary. Very, very scary.
it
But
is.
it's a must.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's just the start of healing yourself. It's the start of allowing yourself grace. It's the thought, it's the thought that, let me show up for myself.
Yeah.
Let me eventually show up for myself.
Yeah.
Let me be authentic. I feel that so much is going on, Joan, that we are leaving ourselves behind and constantly putting people ahead of us. What if you fuck up? It's okay. You can get back up and start again. No big deal. It's okay.
Mhm.
What if I go out with Joan and Joan is prettier than me and she's gonna get all the attention?
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that tells me that she said, "Sir, one of her friends don't like going away because she's always getting the attention." And I said to her, "That's her problem. It has nothing to do with you."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The things that people think about, Joan, the irrelevant thing that people think about, that's not going to get them nowhere. It's always a people pleasing thing. It's
Mhm.
always competition. Joan, you gone? You disappear, Joan.
Oh, I think I'm back. Am I back? Yes.
What did you do?
Technology. Technology loves us, but we don't love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, who am I today? Who are you when no one is watching?
Yeah.
Right? It's just like me when nobody's watching. You know what me I do? Me I lie down. Me watch a book. I'm reading. I'm a geek at heart. I laugh at my own jokes.
Mhm.
Like I'm so Joan, you and I sat down the other day at a coffee shop and we're just chatting. Like our conversation just keeps switching all over the place. You know what I mean? And that's fun for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think there's so much mistruth, let me call it mistruth, around this trying to force this healing. So you might come on and be like, oh, I'm calm, I'm sweet, I'm healed. But then you go to bed and you're there, and the thoughts that are swirling through your head,
The
uh,
switching.
angry thoughts, mean thoughts, I can't believe I'm going to do this. Okay, let them wait and see. Yada, yada, yada. That's the real you.
Yeah.
Like that is the real you.
Yes.
Not
That
what's
is the real you.
out there, right? So
Yeah.
I think awareness is so key. One, know your true self, not the version that you want us to see. That's all well and good. Like you can come here, be pretty, but
Mm-hmm.
when you're in bed, what thoughts are going through your mind? Like if you have 160,000 thoughts a day and 160,000, 150,000 of those are negative, you're a negative person.
But the thing about it, if you go tell that person, who are you?
I'm like, oh, let's go.
But then when you say, I've noticed this behavior in you, this is who I'm seeing, and then it's going to be an argument. You know what I mean? So I think we have reached the place of let people be where they are. There's a thing in Jamaica that we said you can lead a horse to water to the river or the water, but I can't allow you can't force them to drink it essentially,
Mhm.
right? So no amount of let's lead you. This is what's happening. This is what I've seen that's going on in your behavior because we're stubborn. There's some stubborn ass people out there. You know what I mean? Not,
100%.
not saying that what we're saying about you is true or we don't know everything.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But we are learning by example and we're open to learning. Because if I wasn't open to learn, I wouldn't be where I am.
yeah. And everybody has shit. Like let's just today, like just first of all, last week I discovered that I had a pattern with dating my friends' friends and thinking that they were great people because they were friends with my friends. Weird. Who does that? Well, Joe did for like 30 years. But then just freaking today, I was with a friend of mine who came to visit, and we were having this conversation. I said, you know what? I have noticed that I have a problem with my friends, people that are close to me, becoming like super celebrities or having this uh, political positions. And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I don't know what it is. I'm just noticing that the
Mhm.
moment a friend of mine, someone who like you and I were just tomorrow is like Donna, the House of Senate, that I just walk away." And so we went into it. But he's close enough to me that I could be like,
So
he said it's a you problem. I said, I know it's a me problem. Like, I know. Now let's work through it. And so we started to really unpack this stuff. And you will be surprised what came up.
I can only imagine.
My problem, which I only realized today, is it's not the friend becoming whatever. It is other people thinking that I'm hanging around this person because they are now super successful or whatever.
So it's not a you.
So I didn't want people to see me as, okay, now she's trying to pretend like they're
Mm,
become a groupie. I was like, I don't want to be seen as a groupie who's trying to hang around this celebrity. And that
mhm.
pushed me away from a lot of close friendships that I used to have. So case in point, a friend of mine who just announced that he's running for office in Nigeria, And I was just like, oh no, but I didn't even send him a message to say congrats or anything. I was like, yeah. So my friend was like, but John, are you okay? I was like, I don't know. There's just something. So anyway, after we had walked through it, and he said, I think you know what to do. I said, yeah, I think I know what to do. So I picked up the phone.
And call them.
Hey, and he was like, "Ooh, surprise!" And I was just like, "No, we're good. How you?" And we just chatted and we just caught up, and it was great. But I didn't even know I had that problem. So that thing was probably
until,
buried somewhere in my
until
body.
somebody pointed out. But that's great though. That's what great relationships is all about.
You got to know the patterns, and the problem is you.
Yes, absolutely.
You are the problem. I could have made up whatever stories in my mind. Oh, now that they're super successful, they think they're all that in a bag of chips. That's just a story I've made up.
Absolutely.
It was always me looking at them in a certain way because I thought other people would judge me, not understand
Based.
I've
Yeah.
been trying to do
So
this
it
for
was,
20, 30 years.
so at that point you still people pleasing. I didn't even realize it.
I never,
Exactly. That's crazy.
I don't want to swear like that.
Crazy.
I'm one
Oh
of I don't give a flying rat's ass
my
other people's opinions. Apparently I do. Evidently I do. So
because sometimes it comes in minor or miniature doses and you didn't even realize it, you know what I mean? Because it's so minor in your thought, you're thinking I'm not that person, right? Because I know it's not the same but kind of the same. It's just like me for years, imposter syndrome.
mm,
I was such a friggin' imposter syndrome that I started allowing persons to lead me and to tell me what to do. But I didn't recognize when, and it's so funny. It's like somebody was talking about she was an imposter for years. And I had to be honest with myself. And this is great when it comes to conversation. I said, oh my God, I am an imposter. Because Joan did this. I'm going to follow Joan, but can I switch it a little bit so it doesn't look like I'm following Joan? You know what I mean? And I have my own mind and my own thoughts, but because of fear of what persons are saying or what people are doing, I become an imposter,
mhm.
and not being my authentic, brilliant, amazing self. And we do it all the time. It's just like what you said, in terms of, you stop talking to them because you don't want people to think.
Do you know how many super wealthy friendships I've missed out on?
the-
Because of just
and it's just that little thing in your heart. You didn't even realize it.
nothing.
You better go call them back now.
Some of them that ship has sunk like a Titanic. Now I'll look like a freaking groupie. Like, yeah, after 20 years, now you can show up. Yeah, what you want? What do you want? But that's back to the serious stuff. Like I think that this is really a fundamental foundational work,
Absolutely.
and it's not always easy. And there's different modalities. Some might work for you, some might not work. Like some people think that they will swear by cold plunges. You go ahead. I'm not even taking cold showers. Forget cold plunges.
It
Um,
works.
not shit. But some people swear by it, right? Some people, the EFT tapping really, really works for them, right? Some people it's the somatic work. For me, I love to do an EMDR. I do meditations every day, but that's for different. Yeah, like I think my nervous system is largely regulated these days, so I can just kind of get away with meditation and just be in my body all the time, like constantly, multiple times a day. I'm scanning my body to see, am I in there? Yes, I'm in there. Okay, is there any tension? Did anything come up? And I always know when something starts to feel off because I start to feel the tension rise, and it's like, okay, we're just gonna sit with it. What's this trying to show me? Where's this coming from? Right? And I can kind of just manage it and let it just pass through me. There's no suppressing. There's no trying to, okay, I'm just going to go tap it away. Like, no, you have to feel it in your body, process it. What is this? Why is this showing up? Right? And then use your tools to let it pass right through you.
Okay.
So this is
Um,
a lot of work.
it is definitely a lot of work, and it shows up in different ways too.
Yeah.
It shows up even if you're eating, overeating,
Oh, that's another thing.
yeah, binge watching TV constantly on your phone.
Are you
You
trying
know,
to, are you trying to judge me because I just told you I've been binge watching TV this week?
no, you're different because you're not a TV watcher. You just binge because you wanted to relax.
Maybe you judge me.
Listen, judgment free zone. I don't judge. But so I know you're not a TV watcher, so you're allowed to. But a lot of things, when things are running through their mind, I didn't want to think about it. Those are the things they do. A lot of people too will constantly be doing, they can't sit, so they have to constantly be doing something. And
Yeah.
as much as we're talking about, going to your body and scan your body, how are you going to do that if you don't know how to be by yourself? So those are different things, the different modalities that you spoke about. There's so many different ways that, even let's say you're in public and you feel like you're feeling anxious, or whatever, a simple matter of, I'm here, I'm okay, am I here, you know what I mean, just in case you don't want to so you don't make up a noise, or throw people off. If you're in a meeting, you're nervous, because for me, I'm such an introvert, Joan.
Mm.
When I go speak on a stage, or I'm having any kind of conferences, I literally have to sit down and you're okay. Like, I have to be tapping. You're in your body, your love. Just be present. This is me, because I have to calm myself down before I go out. Because if I don't, then I'm going to be stumbling over my words.
Mhm.
Everybody have different modalities in how they
That
they
would
deal with things. So
yeah,
you have to find your way of how to deal with things.
yeah,
You know, I'm a dancer.
yeah.
Sometimes I put on
Movement is good. Yeah.
and dance.
Yep.
We talk about meditation. Meditation is not for everybody. Well, not the sitting and who ha who. You have
Yeah.
dance meditation as well.
Yeah.
You have walking meditation as well. So if you just sitting down and being quiet doesn't work for you, pivot. Find something that works for you, because what works with Joan, what works for me, doesn't necessarily have to work for you.
Yeah.
Find your rhythm, but do not sit in this place that makes you uncomfortable, that makes you just start having. There's too much mental health illness that's going on right now. It's because of these things.
Yeah.
We are holding on to memories that does not even exist anymore, because it happened in the past. But what happened is we keep picking it up. Then your nervous system is trying to protect you. But as I said earlier, it can only protect you so much. Then what's going to happen is it's going to start turning into diseases. Is
Yeah.
that what you want for yourself? As women, too, when we're going through menopause, guess where we hold on to all our stresses? In our pelvic area. So
Mm.
then there's pain and ache. And how do you release that? We don't want them things happening to you.
Yeah.
How do you release it? And you can't release it by holding on to it.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So we talked about meditation, we talked about the different modalities. There's so much information. This is an information world.
Yeah.
Google, Google, Google.
Information
Chat
overload.
GPT. Put in the symptoms of what you're going through. Get a woman's group. Let's have a conversation. There's no shame in our game. But my wish for you women and men too, because you go through it as well, is to try and leave things where it is. All that trauma, leave it where it is. It doesn't belong right here, because we have to live by the minute, the second, the right now. Me and Joan are present having this discussion right now. Be present. We can't have these little past things that happened 2 minutes ago in our mind thinking about it. That's
Well,
screwing.
I'm thinking about my vacation, though. I'm
How
just.
about you different? Because I'm thinking about your vacation with you too.
I'm present, but I'm presently in.
You listen, you're present because you're answered and you're good. You're good. It's when you said you're not answering what we're talking about. No, I said that damn Joan is in Jamaica. He's not here.
But I love that you brought up presence, because that's where the spirit, so the mind, body, and spirit,
Spirit,
that's
yeah.
where the spirit part of things comes into play, right? Really being able to be present.
Hmm.
When you're doing something, do it fully, right?
Absolutely.
Don't be watching TV and swiping on the dating apps, and just do one
You
thing
know,
at a
I'm gonna try the dating app this weekend, but
time.
anyways, next time. Next, go ahead.
If you're eating, be present. If you're talking to someone, be
Be
present.
present.
And we know when we're present because your full attention is there. Your mind's not like wandering
All
about,
over
"Oh,
the
I'm gonna
place. Yeah.
eat tomorrow and that crazy bus of mine, I'm gonna do this, and the last time I should have eaten." Like it's always present and future, like right. So if you can try to be present, be in your body, right? Try to stay connected in your body so your mind is not like, phew, you're not in another zone and you're gone, right? And that's where for me, the same things like anyway, we'll talk about visualization in another session, right? Be in your body, be present, do what you're doing at that moment, give it your fullest attention. That
Absolutely.
way you minimize the one with the
The
thoughts
noise in the
you're not
past. Yeah.
to it. You're
Hmm.
able to start to be more aware of what's going on in your body. Okay, something just shifted. Why is that? And what can I do? Then you can go to your toolbox. Okay, does this mean now let me go journal and sit with it? Do I need to go for a walk? Do I need to go hug a tree? Do I, whatever it is, find a modality that works for you.
Absolutely.
Right. For me, I love meditation because I like it just really like it's just like boom, right there, I'm gone. I'm present and I'm good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but you might want to start dancing. You might not want to hit some moves, right? So just find,
Yeah, but again, remember you have dance meditation, which is dynamic meditation, which is your
yeah,
movement, right? So
you have
Joan, like,
you
why
have
I can't do Jones.
laugh
Like,
meditation,
what was that?
laugh where people just
Yeah,
laugh.
laughing meditation. But yeah, I can't do Jones meditation. I can't be. I've
You know,
tried it. I'm thinking, oh my god, no dancing. Put on some Cumin on Jamaican Cumin and go on like the African beat. Oh my god, girl! And then I said, okay, I'm good now. Okay, let's do this.
yeah.
you know but we have to do something. We have to start the process of healing. You know what I feel, June? I feel that then one of the next episode that we do, let's talk about epigenetics and how it triggers everything that we're doing right now. And I feel that will be like connecting the dots and everything that we do, connect the dots, and then you see the big picture at the end.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your expert opinion, how can a person tell that their nervous system is regulated?
You're going to be in a total different mood.
Hmm.
You won't be in the oh me oh my mood, definitely. And just like what we talked about earlier is um why is these things are always constantly happen to me. You're going to brush up and it's life. Let me get up and brush myself off and go again. It's when you are just sitting in a place of whoa, always having excuses. When you start making excuses for yourself and excuses for your circumstances and excuses for the person that you hang out with, you're on the right path. Stop the excuses. And again, it shows up differently. Even if you're not making excuses, because it's not coming out here, it shows in your body. For me, Donna, are you okay? Back in the days, yeah. But where my nervous system was twitching. You see my twitching, and I'm sleeping and I'm twitching and da 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 da. So it comes out one way or another. Yes, I'm okay. I don't look like what I'm going through. And because I'm not telling or talking about it, it shows up in the body. But the minute you start regulating and stop being playing a victim is when things are going to start it's going to start pivoting, and then you're definitely going to start seeing the changes.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me, it's been more around the calmness. Um,
Absolutely. I think
I'm
that's
not
included.
I'm not
Yeah.
in a hurry to do anything. I,
Yeah. That's included.
I have zero plans most days. Um, I'm just chill. I'm just in the moment. I'm just present.
Hmm.
Um, another like my pulse is really low, like almost deathly low. Like sometimes they're like, Joan, like, you're almost dead. My pulse is so low. My pulse is in the 40s. Like my doctor's like, what are you constantly in meditation? Are you like, what is going on? But I know, but even minus the physical things I feel in my body, I haven't been sick in many years. I always had seasonal allergies. Don't have those anymore. Um, like I just feel like a completely different person.
I love it.
Starts to impact other areas of your life. I also have zero tolerance for bullshit, so just kind of helped me
That's
let
a big
go of
one. Yeah.
relationships and friendships, just things that I'm just not going to put myself in that situation. I don't need to please anybody. I'm
Hmm.
trying to force anything to happen, and so I just feel like life is just flowing. I'm not
That's
struggle. I don't feel like before for many years. I thought it was like I need to go. I don't know what I was chasing. Like,
gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
where am I going? I could never sit still, right? I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of friends. I would
Yeah,
spend
that was you. Your Vegas nerves all over the place.
hours a day on the phone,
Trauma responses.
constantly looking for who to talk to on the phone. I had
Yeah.
like 5 hour conversation. You know,
Hmm.
now I'm just by myself and I'm good.
Yeah, if my phone rings. But you know what it is? I'm going to tell you something, you see. And I feel that persons and people don't understand this too is You can have everything in the world. You have your money, you have your job, you're supposed to be in a satisfying relationship, and you still feel like there's something missing.
Mhm. Yeah,
So this is where you have to kind of literally
yeah,
go in and try to figure that shit out. Oh, I have money, so I'm good. No, not all the time. Why you have to boast and tell me, oh, I have money, so I'm good? It has nothing to do with me. That's a you problem,
yeah.
you know? But you know what? This was an amazing conversation, my girl.
And I read somewhere too, I think it was even today, and the guy was like, if you want to know whether your nervous system is fully regulated, go spend a month with your family.
Or I could. My family's amazing, so that would be nothing for me.
I was like, look, 1 year ago, if you'd asked me if I could be in the same space with my family for a month, I'll be like, I can't do it. They would trigger me. But now, I don't know, I'm going to test it out at some
Yeah,
point.
my family is amazing. I could spend years with them.
All your family members?
Oh my God, they're my immediate family, like
Oh,
my
you're
siblings and
you
my
understand?
children.
Oh, those are not the ones that
They're,
judge you.
they're all dead. I have one, I have one aunt. she,
Those
I
are
said,
the
come on.
judges. Yes, those are the judges. Those are the ones who are like, Donna, at your age, don't you think you should be? Like, why aren't you this? They're the ones who judge, and it's how do you react?
I don't want to be with those people, and that's why I know their family, Joan. I know their family. Would I spend a long time with them? No, because we weren't that close knit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
my
but
immediate family, yes.
trigger. You're looking for people that would typically trigger you, and
Mhm.
how you've grown and how you've healed.
You know what? I had an aunt. I have an aunt. Well, cousin, but we call her aunt. When I wasn't where I am now, she used to trigger me a lot. But now I just laugh at her, so she doesn't trigger me. So I could stay with her. Because I remember one, Lottie, I get so big and fat, and she's fatter than me, and she's bigger than me, you know?
Yeah,
You know what? I just Caribbean thing. And then I remember when we were getting a divorce, and she says, you're going to get a divorce and give up this beautiful big house? That triggered me. But afterwards, when I recognized myself, it wasn't, it's her. Like, why I'm making what she said triggers me. But then again, I had to look into myself with that. So when I see her and she's going with it, doesn't bother me one bit. So for her, she would have been a test
yeah,
at the time, but now I'm good.
yeah, yeah.
I'm good.
So it's finding out.
But that's a good idea, though. I think that could be a challenge for a lot of persons.
So whatever things used to trigger you, test them out, right? Like before, statements like "Why are you single?" used to trigger me.
Mm.
When they say, "Why are you single? What's wrong with you?" Right? Some people will be triggered.
People would ask you that.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
yeah, of course. Why are you single?
Oh,
What's wrong
wow.
with you?
Okay. Okay. Mm.
So it's
Okay.
probably like, okay, we need to pull up some defense and explain. There's nothing to explain.
Nothing to explain. That's crazy.
Yeah. So some people would rather stay in dead end relationships just so that they don't have to answer that question, so that they
Yeah,
don't have to think of
I've seen that. I've met a lot of people. A couple
it.
clients, the same thing too. They prefer to be in a crazy relationship than being single.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel that it's common.
I was fat for many years, so people always ask me.
You know what? If I did not see
You
those
look like,
pictures, I would not believe that you were such a big girl.
and we black people, after they've said hello, the next
Mhm.
comment is about your
Oh, you're
weight.
so fat. I can't even
The
lie.
next, in fact, in the same sentence, hey Donna, what's happening
Yeah,
to you? You're
yeah. I've gotten so used to my size now. It's like nothing.
yeah.
They're so pretty. I don't know about you, but when I look in the mirror, I look skinny and boom, boom, boom. And then it's like I don't see the weight, but when I look at some pictures, oh my god, I'm kind of on the big side. You know what I mean? Like I don't see it. I don't know if it's my mind.
Yeah.
I'm too confident.
I used to judge myself, and weight used to trigger me because it was always a topic,
It's
right?
always it's crazy.
But now I don't get triggered. Like I'm not fat now, but if I did become fat again, I would.
You think you think you? I don't think so because you've done so many work
I
on
think
yourself. It's
it's
like
not so important to me anymore. It's not.
that's not
Right?
important to you anymore.
It's not. Like
Absolutely.
my soul is way more important to me than how my body looks. You can have a great body, have all the money in the world, but then where's your soul headed?
Then what, right?
What?
So we are gonna tighten up. This was great. I really enjoyed
Oh,
this.
9 o'clock. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
I really, really enjoyed this session. This was amazing.
Okay. So everybody go get regulated. I'm going to be regulating on the
Go
beach.
regulate. Find a way to that makes you feel good, and go regulate your nervous system. Have sex too. That regulates your nervous system.
We both know
We
that
will see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
if you're not regulated, the sex can never be good anyway. So what's the point?
That is absolutely true. That is 100% true. That's another topic.
Get regulated.
Okay. So you're gonna shut down and then we can speak afterwards on here, or are you gonna call?
I'm going to call you.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.